Okay, guys, let's get this show on the road. So we got about a minute to go. So I thought what I'd do is I go through some of the policies. So our policies is this is streamed to Facebook, and some parts of it may be used for our socials. You've got the right to turn your camera on or not. So I'm just going to run through our policies and then we'll get started. What to expect during this live support session. These recordings are put onto our YouTube channel as replays. They may also be used for our social channels. You have the right to turn your camera on or off. You have the right to come on camera or not. Participants that have their camera on take priority to questions. Only after the questions asked by live participants will questions in the chat be answered. Let us begin and get you moving forwards with your Zenler site. Okay, that's our policy. So we've got everybody in the house. I'm going to drop the link into the Facebook group so people can jump in. But I have with me today, I have Dr. Bridget's back in the house. I've got Dawn, I've got Irene, I've got Maggie, got all the good people in here that are regulars. Good to see you all, right? So gonna be really strict today. One question each. So not, oh, can I ask another question, right? So Roger's got his hand up straight away. Good. Right. So yeah, one question each. Right, so no exceptions. I'm running this and stopping it in an hour. I've had an extraordinarily busy day, and I had a massively busy day yesterday of over 16 hours worth of working non-stop. I haven't stopped the whole of today, so it's been a crazy day. I'm absolutely exhausted, so be a little bit gentle with me today because I'm a little bit frazzled. All right, so let's get those cameras on. Yeah, so I'm not sure of the order. I think I've got Roger, Maggie, Bridget, and I've got Dawn. Okay, so let me turn the cameras on and you guys can come on. And I'm going to start with Roger because he was quick. Hi, Bridget. Good to see you. Hi, Maggie. I can see you, Maggie. Got Roger. Roger's right. Roger's an old hand. You got your hand up so quickly with like a lightning bolt. All right, Roger.
I've got my Apple for Teacher as well. Oh dear, I'm looking all dark here. Can you
Oh,
see
you
me?
No, well, a little bit. I can sort of
Oh,
see
this is
you a
terrible.
little
Let me
bit.
turn the light on. Sorry.
It's turned on automatically. It's all right.
That's quite pathetic, isn't it? Anyway, look, sorry. Yeah, I will. Uh, First of all, thanks for taking the question, and I will be respectful. So, I'm afraid it's the same subject as last week. So, it's live and getting the calendars to work. And if I could just go through. We've made some significant progress, but I'm still really, really struggling to get it to work. So if I could just take you through what it does. The course is called Value Breakthroughs, and what we do is we teach people how to architect um, strategic change programs which are involving AI, in other words, how to implement AI to deliver great value for their business and their business stakeholders. That's what the course is all about. And I've got two courses up and running. I've got the low cost product introductory course, and I've got then the upsell to the main course. So I've got frame mastery is the low cost, and the upsell is value breakthrough mastery. Now, in both cases, there are two, let's call them 1 hour, one-to-one meetings or webinars, whatever you call it in live. So it's a one-to-one meeting. And all I need to do is for people who enroll on the courses, they choose a time which I give them a choice of times as per how that system works. They select one, and I have that one-to-one meeting with them. First of all, in the first meeting, to, if you like, qualify that the strategic change program they've selected is going to work. So we don't waste they don't waste time. They know that it's going to work. And then at the end of it, we have what's called an outcome review call, which is where I review how they're going to take that forward and turbocharge their career. And they're both identical time, 1 hour each. Now, I've got three very specific questions, if I may, David.
You can only do one, Roger. I'm being very
Only
strict today.
it okay. Well, in that case, I'll make it just one then. Um, the pudding that I've watched your video over and over again, the training video, and it says that this system replaces Calendly. To quote you, you'll never have to use Calendly again, which is great because I don't want to use Calendly because it costs me £100 a year.
Wait a minute, where did I say that? I don't
In
think
your video, in your training video,
which training video?
Oh, it was called a pop-up, and it was from 2022, I think. And it
Right,
says,
okay. Because
yeah.
I don't like not seeing the video when you
Oh,
put
okay.
words in my
I,
mouth, which I need to know the
oh,
context of it.
okay.
Because for
Okay.
me
I
to turn
can.
around and say don't, because Calendly's got its uses, right? You can
Mm,
book, you can do these things, you can do a lot of things in Calendly that you can't do in Zenler. So for me to say it would completely replace it, it's different. It might be replaced for a particular purpose, but for me to
okay.
generalize like that is very unlike me, Roger.
Oh, okay. Well, I can send you the link, but I certainly don't want to be misquoting you. That's not my game at all. I just want a solution. So uh, when I start putting the dates in, so dates and times and they're listed down vertically and on the page when you're
Yeah,
developing it. Yeah, I'm clear on that. And
right.
then there's all sorts of other things that we need to do, which I've got professional help with. I'm paying a lot of money to get professional help with this. We're nearly there, but what it does, it makes you put all these dates in, and it doesn't allow you to say, okay, well, you've got these dates for this week, and you've got this. You can't repeat them for the next week or the week after. You have to put them all in totally separately, David. Have I understood that correctly? Because it just seems incredibly clumsy that you can't kind of clone the dates to put them in each week.
Yeah, normally, see, right, okay. So if you're setting a live up and you've got occurrences of that live, then
Mm.
it sets a date up. So, but it wouldn't do like so if you're setting a live up and it's on Monday, right? You might have a 12 till 1 and then like a 2 till 3 and then a 4 till 5. And those are the dates that you pick. It's not going to set up like to follow that next week and do the same, right? So if you want a repeated process of these, how many hours do you do? If you got set hours, you know your set hours, do you?
I can, yeah, and I'm happy to sign up to that. So I'll say what hours I do and where they are in the day
Right.
and which days. I can do that.
Right, okay, because what you could do is, and it might sound clumsy, but it's quite a good way of working, is you could set up recurrings and you could send someone to a button that links to a particular live. So they're cloned of each other. You're just setting up reoccurrences. You know, Roger, this is hard to show you because I'd have to set it up and it's quite complex. You do me a favor. Can you send me an email at David@Zenler,
Hmm.
right? Very detailed with the dates and the times you want to run it and how long each live you're going to run for.
Okay,
Right.
I'll be
I
happy to
know the
do that.
process, but what I'm thinking is going to take me a long time to set up. It's quite quick, but it's easier to show you on screen. So what I'm thinking is a landing page that has specific dates and times that your users can go and select and be jumped to different live locations to register, right? So instead of having that little drop down, you might have multiple lives. So I need you to write those things down so that I can then set up almost a funnel system that will work for you, that will be frictionless with your users.
Okay, well, that'd be very good of you. And if it helps, because I've got a long way with it, I'm nearly finished it. I can show you what I've done if you want to do it that way round to save you having to do all the thing, because that's an awful lot of work for you.
It's
And
not, it's actually, it's easier for me to show you, but what I need is I need
oh,
your
all right.
documents. Yeah, absolutely. If you want to send me screenshots in the mail or you want to do a Loom
Oh, okay.
video, do a Loom
Uh,
video or something, let me look at it and then I can just find the best route for you. But
well,
to
it
go
can't be
down the
fairer
rabbit
than
hole now of showing you how set up on lives reoccurring, it's going to take me like quarter of an hour, 20 minutes when
no, let's not do that.
I can
Yeah,
just do it in a video and I think it's going to be clearer for you then.
that would be
Um,
massively helpful. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, so Roger, you got my email, yeah? David@zenler.com.
David at Zenler.com. And I'll also send you that link to the pop-up webinar, because the last thing I want to do is misquote people, but it says in several places, this is designed to take over from Calendly. So unless I've
Maybe I was
misunderstood
young
it,
and naive.
well, I just don't want to be guilty of misquoting you, but that would be really helpful, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Fabulous. Good to see you, Roger.
And you,
Brilliant.
sir, and you.
Right, we got Maggie's on. We got Maggie. I'm going down in order. Hi, Maggie.
Did you? Okay, I think I'm on. All right, I'm doing my first course. It's already set up in a different platform. I'm just moving it. But I'm trying to, there's a PDF, there's a video for each lesson, and you have a little place where it says compress it with Handbrake. I'm using
PDFs, videos. You're
video,
compressing
yes,
videos.
compress videos.
Right.
But I'm using a MacBook Pro. I can't find an app for Handbrake. So I Googled and asked, does Mac already have one built in? And they said Quick Play is one that's in, but I'm not sure if that's going to work. And then there was a little place where if you press the button, it says enable video autoplay. And I don't understand what that means.
Inside Zenler autoplay.
Yes, yes, where I'm adding videos.
Oh, I haven't seen that before. That must be something new.
I don't know. Because I've
Right.
added 2 lessons, but I'm just putting the videos in as they are because, like I said, I couldn't find Handbrake. And then I did right-click on the video, and it said compress to a file, and I thought, perfect. But then when I tried to upload that in Zenler, it said it wouldn't take the way the file was. It was like a zip file.
All right. So right. Okay. So let's get one thing straight here. Compressing to a zip file is just compressing multiple files into a folder, if you like. It just
Oh,
squashes the folder. It's like vac packing, right?
okay.
So that's not compressing a video. That's completely
Oh,
different, right? So compressing a video. This is a big niggly point for me, Maggie. You've hit me with a big niggly one, and this is the fact that none of you need to use Handbrake, unless you're outputting videos and not editing them. If you're using any kind of editing software on the planet, there's no exception. I've never found one that hasn't had these options to output with compression. So if I was using something like Camtasia or After Effects, when I do my output, I compress the quality of it. So it gives me a reduced file size. Yeah. So people that I have people that I use a lot of programs, but I use Camtasia a lot for this work. And I have people saying, I've used Camtasia, my file size is massive. I've used Handbrake, it's really good. I can reduce my file size down. And I say to those people, why? When inside of Camtasia, you can already compress your files. So what are you using? Obviously using a Mac. Whatever the software you're using to produce your videos out, you should be able to output with compression. So I say to you, Google it. Whatever the software you're using, how do I compress my video files with XYZ software? And it will come up inside Google with a lot of options for you to follow.
I'm really not, these are unedited videos. It's a class on kicking your sugar habit. So basically I'm doing videos, but I'm not really, they're not super long, but I'm not really editing them. They're just actually on my phone.
Right, so on your phone. So you again, if you're I mean, I never ever not edit videos. It doesn't matter what it is. I edit every single video I do, every single thing, just for the quality, for audio, loads and loads of different things. But I understand some people like to do speedy things and get things out quickly. I would suggest that you look at your phone and you again go to Google. Say I've got an iPhone 15 and I'm doing videos, but the file size is really big. How can I record and have a smaller file size? Ask Google, it will, or ask AI, it will give you the results. It's probably a setting in your phone that you can adjust. Maybe it's a frame rate, maybe it's you don't need it at 4K and you're recording at 4K on your phone, and you can reduce it down, and that way you'll reduce your file size massively. Also try and output to MP4. Not any of these straight like
It's already, it's,
.mov files or things. They're massively, or AVI files massively over bloated against MP4s.
yeah,
So
it's already an MP4.
yeah, well, okay, so it'll be an output setting that you've got on your phone, but I can't help you outside of that. I don't know your software and hardware. All I know is you're not editing it and you're using your phone. So you'll need to find out from your phone manufacturer how the videos and what software you're using on your phone as well, because you get lots of different software and they might have the compression built in. So things like CapCut, for instance, they've got loads of compression tools already built in, and there's an app for the phone, there's an app for the desktop as well, but it's kind of technical with this.
Okay. All right.
Is that all right? Just
Yeah.
just hunt around, just have a look, put your phone model in, say my videos are too large, why are they coming out this large, and it'll give you an answer.
Mm-hmm. And it may be that, like you said, it's compressing them, and I just don't realize I need to do that. Because
Yeah,
it took the video, it accepted the video, but I just saw that little thing where it said get Handbrake, so that's why.
yeah, they've got it on there as Handbrake. I mean, you can use Handbrake, of course, but I always say the question is, I mean, that's my background, right? I do loads of video editing. So I always say, why are you doing that when you've got it built into most editors? But if you're not editing, that would be a good reason to use Handbrake.
Okay. All right, I'll check into it. Thank you.
Yeah, we got a video, by the way, we got a video on Handbrake. So you've used Handbrake to reduce the size down, yeah?
I saw when you click it, it came up your video where you're talking about it.
Yeah, but you haven't got it for Mac, so you need to find a equivalent for Mac, which I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Try and do it from your phone. That's going to save you a hell of a lot of time. If you can already get the video compressed out when you're recording it or outputting it, then that's going to be a real time saver for you. So any additional software you've got to process video is going to take you extra time. So it's worth you spending 15 minutes, 20 minutes looking around on the internet, finding a solution, rather than go down the route of putting your video into another software, then compressing it and then putting it on Zenler. So spend that time because it will be wisely spent.
Okay. Thank you. I'll do that.
Good to see you, Maggie. Right, I've got now, see, I think the order's changed, but I think Bridget's up, but I think Bridget, there you are. I might be wrong. I think it's Bridget. Yeah, I think it's Bridget.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. I have a question again.
That's good.
Yeah, so I'm invited in a summit, and the thing is that not only that I teach there, but I also they also want me to give them a recorded webinar. Now, my question to you is, by clicking on a link, I also want them to sign up, of course, to be part of my newsletter list, right? So how do I create that on Zenler? Should I do it in a form of a course? Should I just create a website with the link? But I want them to be part of my newsletter list. It's kind of a freebie, so I get them on it.
Right. So
Where is that?
what is so what's the goal? What's the goal of this? How are you going to frame it? So
Yeah,
are you going to say this is a free webinar on
exactly. This is a free webinar for the summit. And so I create that it's pre-recorded and I want to host it on Sendler as a like a freebie, right? So how should I do that? Because
so
it's
are
already
you
pre-recorded. I just need to upload it. But once they click that, I want them to be automatically in my newsletter
yeah,
list, on my email
no,
list.
I've got it, Bridget.
Yeah.
So you're going to be running, let me get this clear. You're going to be running a summit.
I am a participant of a summit, so I'm one of the facilitators, basically.
Right, great. And that's for somebody else, yeah? Someone
Yes,
completely.
exactly.
Right. So
Mhm.
why has that companies asked you what to do a video for them?
Yeah, I have something that is pre-recorded, and this is a giveaway basically for the VIPs. But for them
Right.
to consume it, I want to have them on my list when they click on that link. And I want to have it somewhere sitting on Sendler because I can repurpose that as something for something else as well.
Absolutely. Right. Perfect. Really, really easy. This is to do. So however you want to share it. So if someone's coming in, it's going to be done as a marketing funnel is going to be the easiest way because they'll be captured as leads. And then you can then convert them, warm them up, and get them to take your courses. So if I just jump into my page, I'm actually going to just create
Got
something
it.
quickly
Mhm.
now. This is just a basic thing, right? I'm going to create a
Yeah.
lead magnet in here. You might think to use video series funnels, but I never do, right? And you guys that know me, you know I always go another route. So I use lead magnet. I'm going to do this now. It's not going to take long at all. I'm going to call this Bridget in there, right? Probably spelled it
Yes,
wrong. Then
perfect.
I'm not even going to put a freebie in there. Not even going to do this. I'm just going to click next. Then I'm just going to choose a template. I always use this classic one. I highly edit all of my marketing funnels. So it really doesn't matter which one I pick. I pick this one because I don't like pop-ups, right? So I want one without a pop-up. I just want the opt-in form in the page. So that's why I go for classic. So I'm going to click finish now. And what you're going to do is it's going to set an opt-in and a thank you page, right?
Mhm.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clone the thank you page. So when it comes up, let me just do that. So I'm going to clone the thank you page. So now clone the thank you page. I'm going to call this my video. Obviously, you'd name it something a bit better than that. I'm going to update it. So I've basically created a third step in the funnel. Okay. So I'm now going to go to the opt-in page. I'm going to click edit. And this is where you can design it up however you like in here. It doesn't matter. You'll put a free summit and put your stuff in there. And I don't want download in there. I want to click and put something like view the video. Okay, something like that. For post submit action, go to next step. Absolutely fine. If you want to tag them at this stage, you could tag them as well. So you might tag them because they're coming in from a summit and you want them tagged differently to people that are finding this from social media, for instance. So that's why you might change that. So I'm just going to click save to that. Notice I've done no changes in there. Make sure that you fill out your SEO title. So give it the same title as you would give the page and then write a short description. This is a free webinar on XYZ. And then meta keywords, you can put your main keywords in there separated by a comma, put about 4 of them in there. So if you were a dog trainer, you put dog training or teach your puppy to sit, this kind of thing, comma, then another phrase. And of course you could drop a social media image in there. So I'm going to click done to that, click save. This page is basically done. And now I'm going to go to the thank you page. Inside the thank you page, I'm going to get rid of a few things that come in the thank you page by default. So I would change this text. I would delete a lot of this stuff out. I wouldn't let them download the freebies, the cheat sheet here, because we haven't got one. And I'm just going to delete that out. So basically put your own text in here. Thank you. Check your inbox. I've sent you a link to the video. That's the most important phrase. Check your inbox, check your spam folder. You could even do a little video in here saying, guys, the mail is on its way to you. You're going to get to see my video soon, or something like that. So that's that page done. So now the most important page is this page here, this cloned page from the thank you page. So in here, this is going to be our video holder page. It's not linked to anything. The only way people will get into this page is by going through a link that's sent out by an email. So I'm going to go into empty block. I'm going to drag an empty block in. Really doesn't matter. Kind of, you can design this how you like. I'm going to drop 3 columns in there. I'm going to go add an element. I'm going to go video, and then you're going to upload a video. Let me just put this one in here. My video goes in there, and obviously I can put text. I put a title around there, and I might tell them about the course. Might create a little CTA at the bottom. If you've got pre-made ones you've already done, like using the custom blocks here, you might want to drag them in and use those in the page as well. The main thing to understand that this page is now the video page. There's no links going to it. So the link to this page is going to be held in the automations. So once this is saved, I can then go back into the funnel. So this is set up. I've got opt-in, thank you page. In the thank you page, check your inbox. I've sent you a mail. Thank you page. This is the URL here of, which I'm going to copy, of the video page. So if we check it, that's our video page, right? So all you need to do now is go into automations. You need to go into one of these mails, and you need to say, hello, hello, and then personalize something like first name, and then grab the free video. And then I'm going to select the text, go to link here, insert link, and I'm going to insert the link to that step in the funnel where the video was. And I'm going to click insert. And now we have this. So if I delete out all the rest of this stuff, in essence, that's all we need, right? Obviously, you put more stuff in there. So style it, select all the text, go to a font, change the font to Arial, make it maybe 20, and I've got something here then. And then the last thing I do is check this. So from subscription or opt-in, name and email, this will fire, okay? This will go out to them. You can also put a from name in there. If it says Bridget, you might want to name it the same as your business inside there, and click save. It's going to say action is currently paused. You want to make it live. I'm going to click yes. So I want to make it live, so it's active. And that is it. So it's active in there. I'm going to delete these out because we don't need them. We're just sending one email out, and that email will now fire out when someone opts in. This email, because it's live, will send this out to them. And if we, hold on, my link hasn't held. So you can see my link's not gone in there. So I'm going to just jump.
The link is the link of the 3rd step in the funnel, right?
Absolutely, that where the video is. So okay, wherever you put the video.
This is excellent. This is great. I never thought about doing the funnel for it. I wanted to set up a course just for that.
Oh, no.
Oh my God, so glad I asked.
Yeah, so inside that. So once you've got the link in there, or you can paste the link like that, then it's going to go to them. So if I save that they now opt in, it will go to it. So if I preview this now, watch what happens when I click this link. So it'll open up to that page. Perfect. And I deliver it by email, because you might say, well, why didn't you just put it on the thank you page? If they've opted in and they've gone to the thank you page, some of you guys know the answer to this. People put fake emails in. Oh. So if you get a fake email address, someone puts test@test.com, they'll go to the thank you page, they'll consume your content, but you won't have a valid email address. So by forcing them to check their inbox, you're validating that it's an actual email address. They click through and then they see the video content, right? And you can build these steps up. So you could add another step, add another video. You could send a mail out on day 2 saying, now look at this video. Now look at this content. So you see how these funnel, this is why I have like a 48 step video series funnel beginner course, all done in a marketing funnel myself. So you can really, this is like a little world on its own. You inside the funnel system, you can link between steps and create a mini like internal internet for your site. You can create a little website inside of Zenler just using marketing funnels. I think they're amazing.
I just have PDFs as a pop-up and then download. Yeah, but I've never thought about this strategy before. So thank you so much. It opens up a real new world to me as well. So that's great. Thank you so much.
That's all right, Bridget. Because also remember that inside there, we've also got surveys that you can create. So you can do branching logic-based surveys. These are mind-blowing, right? If you've not looked at these, they're great. So based on answers that people give you, you can send them a mail based on the result.
Okay.
So if they
Is
come
that
in,
YouTube? Do you have a Zenler YouTube about that?
yeah, you can just put surveys. One of the feature videos. So if you put Zenler branching surveys, then it should take you. Oh, there we go. I've got it. So I'll put it in the chat. You want to look at this. This is really great stuff. It's amazing.
Okay,
not used enough. People think it's complicated, but it's really not. Once you get stuck into it. There it is, Bridget. Have a look at that. That'll blow your mind.
Thank you. This
Lovely.
already blows my mind. You made my day. Thank you so much.
Oh, this is just the sort of base of the tip of the iceberg with what you've got here. You know, you can do amazing things. I love funnels. You know, you can push people out. It automates the whole thing. They don't get in your site, so they're leads. They can't see logged in pages, but it still means you can reach out to them. You can warm them up, and then you can get them to buy from you. So I love marketing funnels.
Yeah. I've never done it this way.
Yeah, well, what you're doing, you know, you come in, you've registered for a live support desk. That was all done through marketing funnels. All of it, including the live. When the live sent out to you, it's a direct Zoom link. You don't have to put your name and email in. It just takes you straight in. You know, initially you did when you registered, but all of the lives go out are on a reoccurring link that never changes. I've got a bit.ly link set up. So when I reset my lives after 30 sessions, because you can do 30 occurrences, I then changed the bit.ly link to the new 30 reoccurrings. So the bit.ly link never changes, but behind the scenes, I've reset up 30 and nobody knows any different. So you could use the same link every time you come in. You don't need the email reminder. You can just save that link. And if you know I'm running at 4 o'clock on Thursday, you can just tap that link and jump straight in.
Okay. Thank you.
So, lovely. Good to see you, Bridget. I've got Dawn next. Hi, Dawn. Good to see you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm failing, but you guys are energizing me.
Okay, this should be quite simple, I hope. In my course, I have so I've got modules 1 to 7, and I think they're called modules, lessons, and I've made a boo-boo. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a summary. Then I've got module 6, which sort of blends into 7. How do I separate 6 and 7? I've made a mistake and not created a new, lesson or something.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. So it's just the curriculum moving
Yeah.
the curriculum around. Really easy. Super. That's a good one. Nice one, Dawn. Love those. Right. Okay. So if we've got our courses in here, I've got sections made up. So if I want to move this one into another lesson, I can simply drag it like that. you know.
Right.
So I can drag this little bit of the corner here. You can drag the order. I'm going to put this back in position here, and not that it's an active course. I can take the this and I can move this up here as well. So I can move it to the top if I wanted to. Can drag it around. People, there was a real bug with this at one stage where it just wouldn't go in the right. You had to kind of do this joggle to get it, but it's much better now.
Yeah.
It just jumps to the right place. So if I added a new section, for instance, down here, I could take one of these lessons and I could just drag it into. It doesn't always work into these sections, I must admit. Sometimes you need to change the order like that.
But what if I've done like
Here,
my lesson 6 and 7 is actually, it just comes up in this drop down as lesson 6, and then when you read through it, it goes to lesson 7. Does that make sense? So instead of having 2 separate lessons, I've mistakenly got my 6 and 7 in one bit.
Oh, well, just that's a nice easy one as well. You can just go in and someone's got their mics on. I can hear other voices. Have you all got your mics off, guys? Apart from Dawn. So inside, so if you've got a lesson where you've put it in the same sort of text lesson, then just create a new one. So if I added a lesson here, if I had text in here, lesson 7, lesson 8, and I saved it like that. I'm hearing myself twice. So in here, you can clone a lesson, but what I would do, I think, is just go in, create the same lesson type and drop it in there. So hold on, where am I going? Let me close that. So I would go to this one, I would go edit, I would select all, copy, and then I would delete out that. And then I would create the same lesson type there, and then I would paste that in, and then I would get rid of the top like that. So it's just a little bit of joggling around so that you've got.
So create another lesson, open the where it's too much, copy and paste it into the new lesson title.
Just split it away. So split that stuff away and split that stuff away. It's easier. You do have the ability to copy a lesson as well. So this is let me just call this super, right? So so that I can easily see it. So if I go to this copy a lesson, you can actually copy a lesson. So you can go in there and you can go down to super, for instance, and click copy, and then it will produce that same lesson in there, although I don't know where it is. There, it's dropped it down there because I had it in the wrong section. So you could do it that as well. So you can duplicate a lesson, but I think it's easier sometimes just to go and split it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's really helpful. Thank you so much.
That's all right, Dawn. Right, I think Dawn's up next. Guys, you're gonna have to put your hands up or shout if I'm going out of order. I'm just kind of guessing. And I've got Irene, because Irene's got a camera on. Oh, we've got Andy as well. Oh, Andy has not got his hand up. Right, okay. Right, I'll just go to Sarah first. Hi, Sarah, are you there?
Yeah, I am. Very quick question, hopefully. I was just playing around with sort of stuff out earlier. The dashboard, the new dashboard for that, my daughter's going to shout about. Can that be edited, the actual format of that, or is that set with, no, okay.
No, currently it's set, right? I think that Rakesh was saying that we're going to do more of that. That was our first week. What we haven't done is we haven't touched the student area for a long time. This is a good question, actually, because I asked this question myself. I said, I've got a problem with the new dashboard because with the old style, you can go in and set blocks up. So like, guys, like if you've got membership sites, right, it's really good. So I said to Rakesh, we should have the option to be able to turn that dashboard off, because if we're running membership sites, we want to completely control that content on that page that the students see. So although it's really good, I think there's instances where you'll want to be able to turn it off, and you'll want to be able to turn options on and off inside of it as well. At the moment, the dashboard only comes up if you turn gamification on, right? So it's designed to work with gamification because of the leaderboards and all the other stuff that's in there, but it looks super cool. Right, I love it because people could see the courses down the bottom and these things. And I think when we have the new page builder in, I think there's going to be options to be able to add blocks in there and maybe have a little bit of control over it. But it is dynamically generated, so if someone starts to get points, that automatically gets updated. And like their progress on the courses that are in, that shows that's dynamic content being brought in. So in some pages, like checkout pages and those sort of things, we need to make it so that you can't mess it up, right? Because if we let you have too much control, then people tend to delete things out. It happens even now when people launch a course, and then I've had people actually delete the checkout block off the page and then gone, I've got pricing set up, but no one can buy my course. And then I'm like, nothing's showing on my checkout page. And I look at the checkout page, there's nothing there. And I'm like, yeah, I think you've deleted out your checkout, the whole checkout block. So that, it's a simple fix. You can just put it in there, but we need to make sure there's some control over these dynamic pages. But it's something that Rakesh is aware of, Sarah. All right, so let's jump to this is the new order, right? So I've got Irene and I've got Andy. Irene, how are you doing?
Great. Thanks, David. I want to follow up on your suggestion to simplify my top menu and everything. So everything I'm asking is about how to work with the top menu. And the first thing I want to do is I want to unpublish or take out the courses that are not current. And then I want to rename things and order them in a different way. So where do I work with the top menu?
Well, because Irene, I know for a fact that you've got a dynamic header menu, right? You haven't created your own. So that's one thing. So you can go in any of the pages on your site. So you can go to site pages and you can open any of these pages up. You just click edit, and then you're going to have the dynamic header menu here. So if you make a change to one, it will apply to all of the pages of your site. Okay. So to edit those, you click here, it goes kind of this mustardy color, gold. And if you click the little setting in the corner, there's a little setting in the corner.
Yes, the wheel.
You see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you click that, then you'll have all your menu options here. So just like I showed dragging the course lessons around, you can do the same with this for order.
Oh, you can drag them that way. Oh my.
Yeah. You can drag them that way. You can also drag, if you've got multiple drop downs, you can drag them within the drop down as well. And if you want to relabel anything, you can just click the little edit. Like if I name
got it.
Drop one there, I just make sure that I click update. And then it'll update, and it'll update in here as well. So you can see it all happening. So if you want to add something into the drop down area, you just click there, sub menu, and then you add something else in there.
Okay, but I want to I don't want certain courses to appear in the menu anymore. How do I not completely get rid of them? Do I just unpublish them, or do I use this menu and delete them? Do I delete them?
No, once you've set it in, there isn't an option in here to hide it, right? Yeah. So you'll have to just delete it out. And then when you want to reactivate it, you just have to add it in again.
Okay, I just didn't want to mess that up.
There isn't a toggle switch to hide.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm launched. Thanks. So it all happens in the menu there.
Absolutely.
Bravo, David.
Cheers, Irene. Right, I got Andy. Hi, Andy.
Hello, David. Hey. Can I show my screen for the question?
No, we don't allow screen sharing.
Okay. I've got a question regarding quizzes. So I have, I'm running multiple courses, and usually I would like the courses if I've made change. So for example, I change the quizzes during the course, and then I think they are much better than the old ones, and I want to implement them on the other courses as well. And I haven't found the option where I can save that as, let's say, a new quiz, go to a running course, and just activate the course.
Yeah, I don't think get my 100% on this. I'm just testing something out. I don't think you can clone a course. You clone
Because
a quiz.
I thought it might be the same, like, I can, if I create like a certain menu on the page, right, I can just save it as a module, right? So I think your programmers might be the same thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could copy. I think you can copy the lesson type across. I just showed you, didn't I, how to copy stuff.
No.
So I look, let me just show you like in here. So if you're in, for instance, like if I go here, copy lesson, right? If I've got a quiz in, say, the meditation one page membership, I can select it in here and I can select course. So course meditation one and dream states, pretend that's a quiz. And I could copy it into this course, into the meditation coping with life stresses. So if I click that, it would then appear in here. So I've copied it from one course into another. Does that help you?
Yes. Yep.
Test it out though, because there might be, you need to check because it's pulling data in on the quiz, and you might want to, it doesn't clone it, if you see what I mean. So it could be the same quiz and it could be adding results from that quiz or
Okay,
into
because
the
I
other
really
one.
want to clone. So it's whenever I'm updating like a quiz, right? I would like to, because sometimes I change questions or the questions improve over time. So it's really like a necessity to then go back, and I have like 8, 9 courses running. Then it's a bit of a pain to produce them all new.
Right. Well, try this out. This might solve it. That could be
Perfect.
really good. That way you can just go into the quiz, change the question on one. It should update on the others. I'd be interested to know how that goes. I'll test that. I'll probably test that tomorrow and see if it works my end. But it'd be good if you tested that and see if it actually produces the results.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Fabulous. Good to see you, Andy, in here.
Thank you.
Right, I have now I'm not sure who's next. Irene, who's next? You got any idea? I'll let Irene decide. Right, okay. Let's go to first in my little list here, and this is Marlin. I've got some new people here. It's really good. Marlin?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I have a question. First one, just is it possible? Now I'm putting up courses and I have this video player. Are there any templates for course pages that I can use? Or do I build them with the blocks?
Well, you've got built-in. Well, you want whole page templates.
Yeah, I was thinking.
No, there are people that sell them, like Amit, I think, on the site sells template packs and these sort of things. You can go to Dawn's nodding, she might have used some. So there's people that sell them on the Facebook group that you can go in. I mean, what's your idea here? Are you just looking for design ideas? Are you just having struggling with designing pages? What's the
Yeah, it
route?
was if I could find an easy way to see how I can set up the course, but I think I'm on it now. So that was just more of a curious question. I do have a thing that bugs me a bit with some automations. So that's my real question, if that's okay.
Oh.
Automations after signing up for a webinar.
Yeah.
And the participants have been, then I can see that it shifts from registered to active, like attended. And then post webinar, I want to send an email out. And it looks like everything was fine. It worked like one time before, but then at the last webinar, I have one webinar set up and I have 3 different dates for it. So it's one every month. And it looks like the automation of the emails didn't work for the last one.
Yeah. So did you, can I ask, did you turn on all occurrences?
Good question.
I bet you didn't. So if you, when you're setting up reoccurrings, right, you got this little option, and if you don't check it, it's a little toggle switch, then it will send that email out only on the first instance of someone registering. After that point, it won't send any out. And that's probably what's happened, Marlene.
Okay.
If it's not, and it's a technical problem, then it's a technical problem and you'll need to talk to support at Zenler.
Yeah, I tried to mail the support, but I didn't. I accidentally wrote 2 questions in one email and I just got a reply on one. So now I look at the webinar, live interactive webinars, and I have my 3 dates. So is it here that I have the type single session? Is that where I click it, or where should I?
I'll tell you what, I just put a support document down. I haven't got that long left, so I'm just going to send you to the support document that's about recurring. Because in there it shows the toggle switch, so you can know if it's right or not.
Okay.
Let me just check what reoccurring.
Because then I set up the email and I tried to like force it out manually, but it wasn't sent, even though I did it the same way as I did it last time. So I don't know.
Right, it can happen. It's a question that has come up before where people haven't clicked that recurring on all occurrences, so it only goes out on the first occurrence. So check that link I put in there, Marlene. That should help you.
Thank you.
It's all right, no problem. Right, I'm going to move on to Ruby. Ruby's been waiting a while. Then Kathy, and then we're back to you, Andy, because I saw you put your hand up. And I'll try and get these done. Right, okay.
Hi, David. I have they're quick questions. They're short ones, and I have a feeling some of them are yes or no's.
Only one question, unfortunately. Running out of time.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. When it comes to the courses, I notice once you publish a course, the shopping cart comes up. Otherwise, there's no. Well, for them to purchase, they could choose it and goes to it. So now, okay, so I guess here's my question. I'm using, you guys give us 3 domains, right? I'm using the one domain as my personal services that I offer, okay? And then I'm using another domain for an academy that I'm doing that is not just my courses, but there are other instructors on there too. Okay. I have used Stripe. I've used that link. If somebody wants to do a service with mine, they get the purchase of it, right? Now, when it comes to checking out, so say, for example, they're on my services website. They're not courses, they're services. In order for them to choose, like, say, for example, they want to choose 2 or 3 services. Do they just do they have to like pay each one individually as they go on, or could they add them into a cart? Okay, that's the first question. I mean, sorry, that's the question, but the one that leads with it is because it says if you see somebody that that's dropped out of the shopping cart or the checkout,
there's no
that's the term.
Right, okay, yep.
The checkout, that's the term. Sorry, I use, yeah. I guess my thing is this, when I create a service, is it better to put it like as if I'm creating a course, and then just change the thing as instead of course saying service or whatever? Or can I just add something on the page with a link to Stripe? Because that's what I've basically been doing.
If you put a link going to Stripe, then you need to set up some sort of automation in order to enroll them into the system. So you'd use something like Zapier. So when a payment comes through with a particular ID or title, then the Zapier would trigger the automation to enroll that particular person who's paid for it into a particular course. Right, that's more automation type thing. You've got to look at what your services are, because you might get away that you're able to do it just using something like tiers. So for instance, if you've got a course and you've got 3 services, and in each of the sections you've got one of your services, so you've got section 1 service 1, section 2 service 2, etc. So when you have that in one course, you could break it up as a pricing tier. So you could say, like, I don't know, $100 for service 1, and that will give them entry only to section 1, which is service 1 of the course. And if they paid $50, they get access to tier or section 1, 2. And then you give them access on a tiered level of 1, 2, etc. So you could run your services as a tiered model. You might also think about setting each service up separately, but then setting up a combination of those services. So 1 and 3, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, into separate bundles. So they could be services in their own right, give people the flexibility of choosing their particular service packs that they want. So that would work for you as well. So you can set them up as individual courses, and then you could bundle those courses into a bundle at different price levels.
Okay, because what I was thinking was doing like also like the coupon, where I could do a coupon once they've done those other ones, they get a coupon to go to be able to get a discount on the next one that they're doing. But I see they literally have to type it in. It's not something that just surfaces in the checkout, if you want to put it that way.
No, there's no sort of check cart. It could be something that's coming, but not currently. So the other way,
I
Ruby,
think
of
when they
course,
pay
is
for it, when they
yeah,
pay for it,
yeah,
there's
yeah. So having a cart system, they could pick service 1, 2, and 3, and they could just pay for them all at the same time. At the moment, it's individual, right? So you
okay.
can't.
That's what
That's
I
the way
needed
it
to
is
know.
at the moment. But what you could do, following on from the coupon suggestion, is you could have people sign up for any of the services, and then in an automated email, you could send a mail out with a coupon that gives them a discount within the other packages. So you could
Yeah.
automate. I'm all about automation, right? I haven't got time to sit there, send coupons out to go into
Yeah, yeah,
Stripe, see I've been
yeah,
paid and manually enroll one. That's a waste of my time, right? I
yeah,
want the whole thing automated as much as I can.
yeah.
So if you
But
can
in saying
automate it,
that,
do that.
that when you put that coupon, saying the automation, it's not going to be an actual link. They would have to just basically copy that coupon code and paste it
No,
into.
no, you can do a direct link to the checkout page. You just select the text and drop the link in, and then they
Okay.
click it and they just go straight through to it.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know.
Nice
Thank
one,
you.
Ruby. Right, I've got Kathy on. I'm going to try and get to you, Andy. Hi, Kathy.
Hello, David. Thank you. I'm sorry to be asking such a basic question, but I've been unable to get my appointment. You don't have any appointments through the end of the year, and I'm ready to get started. And what I'm trying to understand is I already have my own domain name, kathycurler.com. I've had it for 10 years. I have a class I've been giving via Zoom Live, and I would like to make it on demand. And I'm trying to understand for the life of me, how does this going to work? Do I set it up under my own domain name? It's a WordPress site through GoDaddy.
Right, okay. So you want to keep your WordPress site?
I guess so. I mean, I would have to, I was in the process before I started your course, going through the quick start and the complete guide to moving it over to SiteGround because I'm not thrilled with GoDaddy. So I'm just really at a point where I don't know what to do in order to get myself started filling out all of your pages of forms.
Right. So what I would say to you is that if you've got an established WordPress site, I wouldn't get rid of the WordPress site, because if you've got a lot of, I mean, it's dependent. I don't know if you've got analytics in your WordPress site, how much traffic you get daily or monthly through your site. This is I don't know the numbers, but if you've got a significant amount of people coming through your WordPress site, it means that you've gained a bit of authority and you've got a lot of your pages indexed on the search results. So people are finding you and coming through. So in that circumstances, you would never get rid of your WordPress site, right? And if you did, it would be a humongous job to actually tie up all the URLs across the Zenler. So what I suggest you do is keep your WordPress site. And again, it is dependent on how much traffic you've got coming through it. But I would say, without knowing, because you said you've been doing it for a long time, I would say keep your WordPress site, keep that domain, and set Zenler up as a subdomain. So, courses.your domain, right? So that's how most of us do it. I've got my own WordPress site. I've got a couple actually, and I can link into my Zenler memberships and course sites. Okay. So that's how I do it, because I've got a lot of traffic coming through my WordPress site, and I don't want to disrupt that. I still want the traffic to flow through. And if you turn it all off, then that traffic literally stops, and you don't want that. So set it up as a subdomain. That's what I would say start with. And you should be good to go. If you're following the guides, you should then just have to learn a little bit about the platform to start setting up your courses. So if you're doing the quick start guide, brilliant. That's a really good one to get started with. It will show you the basics. And then from that point on, you can use the complete guide to Zenler. You can jump into these live support desks and ask a question, and we'll help you with that. So that's what I would say. That's where you start.
Okay. Well, I'm just sorry. I just have a hard time picturing it. I'm trying to visualize it. Will the new Zenler site then be linked to my own domain, to my site? I mean, do they show up together, or are they completely separate? Or
no, like a subdomain is you're actually your new Zenler domain name, whatever you've called it, .newzenler.com, is a subdomain, right? Like newzenler.com is the root,
right?
So it's like they are separate, but they're connected by the root domain, right? It's a subdomain. So imagine a house is your root domain, right? Imagine the garage next to it. You built a garage. That's your subdomain. Still in the same property, but it's that subdomain of it. So you could have multiple subdomains around it. Lots of companies do have a ton of them around it. So imagine a big bush going around the outside of it all. That's your domain, right? That's your area. So that's what it is. It's as simple as that. It's not hard to do it. We've got documentation on setting up subdomains. In fact, we've got one on GoDaddy. So you could go and check that out. Let me just put it in there.
Okay.
Let me put the link in the chat. And of course, support are always happy to help you. So support@zenler.com. They're always happy to help. But if you have trouble with this, let's set up a custom domain. There we go. So this little, I'll put it in the chat.
Now I'm looking for it.
Grab that. Let me just share the screen and just go through it just quickly. Right, so this is it. So how do I set up a subdomain as a custom domain on New Zenler? So inside here, you're going to see it setting records up. I know it's scary, but it's not actually that scary. And we've done some on Namecheap. There's one on cPanel. I think the first one was on GoDaddy here. So it's all covered inside of these documents. And I did a video on it in here as well, which you can play.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Gives you screenshots. Follow it to the letter. Honestly, it's, and if it doesn't work on the, don't worry about it either, right? So set your subdomain up, and if it's not working, don't think it's going to mess everything up. your root domain is still safe.
Okay.
So add the record. If it doesn't work out after 12, 24 hours, don't stress about it. Just wait for those 24 hours and it might suddenly appear. If it doesn't appear, take a screenshot of the DNS area and send that to support. Say, I don't know why it's not working. I've waited 24 hours and it's not come up. They'll then be able to look at your screenshot you've done and they'll probably just give you an answer of how to fix it. So you don't,
Okay.
or turn up here again and maybe I can help you.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
That's all right, Kathy. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Right, I've got Andy. Sorry, Andy. I'm going to
No
finish
worries.
with you.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
maybe
Irene, sorry.
quick
Hi,
question.
Andy.
I want to bridge my business with Zenler. So imagine I'm giving a treatment. After the treatment, the people should get video reminders, like one per day, over a period of 30 days. So I understand there's there's the marketing funnel. Under the marketing funnel, I'll set up a video series funnel, but this is limited to 10, right?
No,
Because it
I
says
said
at the
earlier,
beginning, because
sorry.
it says something like when you do that, it says limited to 10 videos or something. If you create the funnel, because I was a bit of starting the work.
Really?
There's
I
video
got a funnel
series.
system that's got a ton of it, but it was a long time ago, right? So
Okay.
maybe that it was a bit more lax then.
So it says add video step. Underneath that, it says note maximum 10 videos allowed.
Learned something new today.
Okay.
As a marketing funnel.
I'm under marketing funnels. I'm then clicking funnel type. I'll give it a name, and then it says add video step, and then it says add video step. Underneath that, it says
right.
note maximum 10 videos allowed.
Oh, maybe it's me, right? And maybe when I create my massive funnel series, Rakesh is like, "Oh no, we're going to stop that."
You
Sorry,
killed it.
I almost feel it's my fault.
Yeah,
If
it's
I
just
clone
I
the
wanted
step,
to. It's just I wanted to know before we build it, we that we. But do you see it on the site, or do you want me to send you a screenshot?
are you on the pro plan, or are you taking the trial?
No. I'm a paying customer.
Oh, right, you are. So I haven't got it on mine.
So my account is 5 moves.
Let me. I'm just cloning and cloning, right? Oh, maybe this is the premium account. Ooh, that could be why.
I don't know. Where can I see? I think I don't know. I pay like 1,000 per year. What is that? Pro or premium? I don't know.
Pro. So hold on a sec. Let me just show you. So you
Okay.
might need to. Maybe it's because this is a premium account, but you can see I keep cloning and I keep cloning, and I can keep adding those steps in there.
Okay.
I'm not running out. It's a lead magnet, yeah? Lead magnet series funnel, not video series funnel.
Lead magnet funnel.
I bet you've done a video series funnel where it does
Yes,
limit the amount of steps.
I have like so I go marketing funnel, then I go create a funnel, and then I have 3 options, right? I have lead magnet, video series, or survey funnel.
Yeah.
And I've done video series.
That's where you've made the mistake.
Okay.
Right. This is why I only use lead magnets, right? Right. I use lead magnets. It will make sense now, doesn't it? Dawn's saying, yeah, it makes sense. Right. Because you can add these extra steps. You can put buttons underneath all these things and cross-link between videos, but you can add all these steps in there. Now, why do they do it in a video series funnel, Andy? The reason is it's a template, and the template has got those little locked video icons, and the maximum that you can store on the screen is 10 without breaking the template. So they forced it that you can't do more than 10.
Okay, good.
So use lead magnets.
So I need to use just the other.
Yeah.
Good. Cool.
Yeah, then you can do your email sequence and send people to every step of the funnel. And right at the beginning of this video,
It's
I
not really,
showed you.
it's not a funnel because it's like, people need to remember something for 30 days in order to make new connections in their brain. So this is just, they get this after a treatment. They get like a reminder. So I ask them, do you want to get a daily dose or do you want to get a weekly or whatever? And then I'll type them in. I kind of subscribe them to the course, and then I want to run it automatically.
Yeah, this would be the way to do it.
Okay, and one last question. I have people that are using the method. How would they be able to get an email address into the system automatically? Via Zapier? If I don't want to give them admin rights?
How would they be able to, what? They've registered for it, yeah?
It's like, if they want to use the same push notifications to, to customers or let's say patients, they, if I build like a Zapier input to, initiate the course, is that possible?
Yeah, I mean, if you've got the automation in Zapier, it's all possible either using webhook function, but that's
Okay.
outgoing. You're probably going to have to use the Zenler API. But Zenler's already got an API already with Zapier.
Yeah, I've seen
Zenler
that.
shows up inside
Yeah.
Zapier. That's why it's
I've seen
our
that.
preferred provider. Pabbly doesn't, but Pabbly you can tap into the Zenler API and get the same results. So you want to look at those two automation types and see what's the best way going to work for you. But that will work, Andy.
Good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, try it or come back, test it all out. Come back next week and tell me how you got on, if there's any sticking points with that. Right, I'm going to go to Irene because she's got her hand up and she's the last person here. So I've got to go back to you, really.
Okay.
I can't turn you away. I can't say, oh, that's it, I'm going.
Okay. This is probably quick, but I got stuck working in the menu between, I want to put one piece from the submenu into the top menu and some top menu things into a submenu. How do I do that?
Right, you can't drag out, I'm just trying it now. You can't drag, once you set up a sub item in the drop menus, you can't drag it outside of the drop menu.
Okay. So
So
I'd have
you'll
to delete that and start again.
Yeah, just open it up. The easy way to do it so you're not messing around, right, is like if I've got something here, like I've got this cool Irene, right? So if I wanted to clone this, I'd probably go in. The most important bit I want to grab there is the link, right? So I'll
Yeah.
copy the link and then I'll go and I'll cancel that. And then I'll go click here and then I'll put that link in there. So I'll go to link and then I can put that link in there. And then it's easy for me to go and change that course to course Irene in there. Irene, there we go. Click like that. And that way it'll appear outside and then I can drop it wherever I like. Yeah.
So
And
I
then-
can always add to the menu.
Yeah, you can add, but be really careful, right? Because if you're adding stuff to the menu, you're going to reach a point where this stuff on the right drops down underneath.
I
and
don't
it looks
see what you
horrible.
mean, what you're on the right, what on the right is.
All right, let me share my screen. So if I added if I add too many things to the item at the top here,
Yeah.
then it knocks this stuff here down. And it doesn't look very nice. So you want to keep, you don't really want to have any more than sort of 5
No, I'm trying to
items.
reduce the amount on the top menu as per your suggestion. Yeah, I'm going to put some things into subcategories.
Yeah, under the drop down works better because I don't think that I'm trying to, I can't drop it under there. It doesn't allow you to drop it in. So if I wanted to put your space into this drop one, what I would do is I would edit, I would grab the link.
Yep.
And then inside the drop, I would go here. So I would go your space.
Yeah.
And then I would go to link and then I would put the longest part, which is the link, and I click save, and then it's going to appear under here. And then I can cut, I can comfortably delete that out then to reduce my space along the menu.
Great. Okay, I'll give it another go. Thanks again, David.
That's all right. You're going to be a dab hand, aren't you, at navigating your menus? You're going to be expert.
And I got a great marketing funnel. You've been talking about that today.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Really works.
Good. Yeah, fantastic. Right, guys, that's it. Thank you for joining me today. Some really great questions. I'm glad that I managed to answer everybody in there. If you have put any questions into the Facebook group, I'll probably get to them, but not today. I'm going to have my dinner now, and I haven't eaten all day, guys. Not all day.
Take care of yourself, David. We need
crazy
you.
time, crazy time. But yeah, take care, guys. I will see you all very soon, and yeah, much love to you all. See you later.
Love to you. Bye-bye.